Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a new show of Discourse. We're your hosts, Sharmalyne
and Reuben.
Today we've got a jam-packed, action-filled show for you guys, with the topic of today being...
I won't say. You're not just having like
no,
some kind of medical episode.
No, that was a verbal drum roll, because I felt like if I did a physical drum roll on the table, no one would hear it.
Today's theme for the episode is jobs.
If you would have guessed from the first song, 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton, classic.
Yes, because here on Discourse, we are all work, no play. Because we're always working hard to bring you a great radio show. The only kind of playing we do is playing amazing tracks.
Sick beats.
Here on Burn FM. Do you want to promote our socials?
Yeah, so if you want to take part in our weekly polls, then you can follow, or just like get the latest info on us, you can follow us at Discourse on Instagram.
Do the email as well.
Fine. Yeah, technically speaking, we have an email that Reuben is in charge of, and he's really lonely, so he needs some more fan mail to read.
Somebody send me anything. It doesn't have to be about the show. Just ask me how I am. Ask me anything. Just someone get in touch with me on email.
And the email is discourse.show.
Remember the show?
Yes.
Because maybe we've been getting like an influx of emails.
But they're being sent to the other email, because when we tried to sign up, because obviously you need an email for an Instagram account, so we made it, and then apparently Discourse is already an email.
Yeah.
Which I don't know who else in the world would have had the bright idea.
Our imposters, our knockoffs. There's somewhere in the world, in America, there's...
Why America? It could be anywhere in the world.
Could be anywhere, but that was the first English-speaking country that came to mind.
Okay.
But there's another there's an alternate version of us, and it's they're our doppelgangers, and they're us, and they do a show called Discourse, but they're American, and it's worse than ours.
Yeah. So, discourse@gmail.com. So, if we transition into the second song of the day.
Yes. So we have coming up A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles, another song about working hard like we do here on Burn FM. Enjoy. That was the Beatles with A Hard Day's Night. They're saying they've been working like dogs. It's a funny phrase, isn't it?
Is
working
that what,
like a dog.
That's what I kept thinking of dog days are over. It was probably because they kept saying dog.
But, what's it mean to work like a dog? Have the Beatles been pulling sleds? Have they been sniffing out illegal substances?
Dogs aren't used as slaves, are they?
Have they been helping the blind? There's the jobs that dogs do.
What jobs do dogs do?
Yeah.
Oh my god, why don't you guys DM us some jobs that dogs do?
If you are the Beatles, DM us, let us know. What did you mean when you said you were working like dogs? Should we talk about dream jobs?
Yes, dream jobs. Who wants to go first? I have many a dream job.
You go first, because you've got a lot to say.
Okay, so when I was in primary school, my dream job would change every single week.
Yeah.
Some distinct dream jobs I remember having. Policeman, not policewoman, policeman.
Specifically policeman.
Specifically policeman, because I thought they were all called policemen because of PC Plum from Balamory. I also wanted to be a teacher a lot, still do. That's part of my retirement plan.
I think we've talked about this on the show before.
Yes.
That is my nightmare job. That is interesting that was your dream job, retirement plan, be a teacher. That is my nightmare. That is, if I have a dream about being a teacher, I will wake up in a cold sweat.
Cold sweat.
That is horrible.
Should I talk about my retirement plan then?
Yeah, go for your retirement plan.
Basically, so after uni, obviously we both do computer science, so that'll probably be a plan B job for me.
Yeah.
But if I don't become famous or a stripper, then it will be computer science job.
Yeah. What kind of computer science job?
Anyone that can take me. I'd like to do something creative, like a UX designer or something, but worst comes to worst, I'm just stuck in a basement coding back-end or whatever. Not servers, I hate servers. Anyways.
What's wrong with servers? Servers make the world go round.
I hate hardware with a passion. I can't do anything.
No, yeah, I do know what
don't
you mean.
like building computers or whatever. I'd rather they just
same.
appear in front of me.
I've got a nice PC at home, but I didn't build it myself. I feel like I should have, because that's everyone who has a decent PC.
Yeah.
I built this myself. I ordered all the parts. I put them together. I didn't
Which,
do that.
it's cool to say. Like, I respect people who have the time and energy to do that, but that is not me. I'm not Bob the Builder here.
Yeah, I'm not Bob the Builder. I'm not Fireman Sam. I'm not DC
Fireman
Plum.
Sam was a really good show.
I tell you what's really good about Fireman Sam. The theme song is so... The Fireman Sam theme song, not like the weird, like, new reboot Fireman Sam, but, like, the OG, like, you know, like the stop-motion 80s Fireman Sam. Really, really good theme song. Like, it stands on its own as, like, a song, but I can't listen to it because it's, like, the Fireman Sam theme song.
Who is saying you can't listen to the Fireman Sam theme song?
My ops.
Your ops.
My opponents, yeah.
Your opponents have told you can't listen to Fireman Sam.
Yeah.
Well,
I received an anonymous letter.
You received a Gmail from the Discord.
I received an anonymous email telling me I couldn't listen to the Fireman Sam theme song, and if I ever did it again, there'd be trouble. So I stopped doing that.
Okay.
More dream jobs.
More dream jobs. Well, on the Fireman Sam note, I really liked how the assistant, one of the was called Elvis, and he like constantly did an Elvis impression. That was my first introduction to Elvis. Like, even though he's problematic now, the person Elvis, not the character Elvis.
After Fireman Sam, after the original series, he really went like off the rails.
Yeah, he really went. He spiraled as a child actor. Usually does. Yeah. Okay, so my retirement plan. So after
Sorry, wait, one more comment on Fireman Sam. Can I tell you what I like about Fireman Sam?
I thought you told me. I thought you just said what you like was the theme song.
I've got one more thing that I like about Fireman Sam, is that he's actually good at his job. Unlike Postman Pat, Bob the Builder. Well, I mean, Bob the Builder.
Are you dissing Postman Pat and Bob the Builder?
Okay, Can I explain my case? I'm not having a go at the working class, first of all. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah.
They're all... I mean, I'm singling out Bob the Builder and Postman Pat here.
Okay.
Bob
Rude.
the Builder is entirely reliant on machinery that does the job, like sentient machines that do the job for him. If he was really qualified, he'd know how to operate those machines himself.
Well, he technically is operating the machines because, like, the machines are alive beings, but they can't do anything because they don't know who is the right tool for the job. It's not like they turn up to the team and they're like, yeah, Bob the Builder, I'll go. I don't even know. Is Bob the Builder American? I can't even remember. Wasn't it on Milkshake? So it must have been British. Anyways, yeah. But like, he evaluated the situation and he was like, this machine would be good for this situation. And then he called them in. It's not like they all just turned up and knew exactly what to do.
No, it's like the AI machines are taking people's jobs away, and Bob the Builder is just sitting there, like, commanding them.
The AI machines are taking over. Then what's wrong with Postman Pat?
Postman Pat's just incompetent. Have you seen an episode of Postman Pat?
Well,
he's like
not recently, but yes, I was an avid Postman Pat
The
watcher.
plot of Postman Pat, like, at the start of the episode, he has, like, a letter to deliver, and he ends up, like, crashing the van into a lake or something. It's always, like,
It's called slapstick comedy.
It's called... Someone else needs that job. He should be fired.
Well, I don't think anyone in that village that Postman Pat was delivering in wanted to be a postman. Because if he was suffering such hardships as crashing his van every single other day, then, like, who else is going to want to be a postman? He was on the front lines defending people's posts.
What was You had a cat called Jess.
Yeah. Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Meow. Early in the morning.
Okay, can we do anything but listen to you recite?
I can sing the whole Postman Pat song.
We'll do that. While we're playing a song, you can do that.
No thanks. Yeah. Okay, so after I become famous, / a stripper then famous, a la Cardi B, then I'll retire early at the age of 40. Then I'll become a teacher and I'll impart my wisdom upon the youth of this world, and I have loads of crazy stories to tell all the kids and to be like, guys, don't do this, don't do that. That's my plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
What do we have? Other dream jobs?
Other dream jobs. Okay, so then I also really wanted, from year 2 up until, like, still now, technically, I really want to be a director.
Yeah.
And then, like, that was my dream job all through primary school from year 2 onwards. And then in year 8...
What sort of films would you want to direct?
Well, it was more that I had stories in my head, and, like, I knew that, like, if I were to write them down and someone else was to, like, film it, it would not come out how I wanted it in my head. So I just wanted to film movies that looked exactly like the ones I had imagined, which is why. Well, I found out that role's actually cinematography, but that's besides the point. Anyways, and then in year 8, like everyone knew I wanted to be a director. Then my dad sat me down at dinner once, and then he was like, I will support you whatever job you do. However, computer science has a lot of money in it right now. And I was good at computer science at that point, age 12 or 13 in year 8. So I was like, okay, let me just do computer science.
And that was it. That was your career defining moment.
That was literally it. I was like, oh, okay, well, I have nothing better to do. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Okay.
I had like a writing thing. When I was younger, I really wanted to be a writer.
Oh my god, I had the Jacqueline Wilson writing set, and I invented a really good story, and it has a whole lore behind it, and I wrote it in every night I'd write in little notebooks and stuff.
Is this the thing where you told me that Jacqueline Wilson stole your story?
No, Jacqueline Wilson did not steal my story. Jacqueline Wilson is a national treasure. It was Rachel Rennie Russell. Okay, wait. Let me not slander people on here. I'm not slandering her. She's a really good author. I love I love Dog Diaries.
We're not seriously.
These are theories. They're just a theory.
A book theory.
No, I believe that my story has been basically when I was in primary school. So I was really obsessed with Dog Diaries, and then I had a story idea. So I wrote to Simon & Schuster or whatever the publisher was.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to write a letter at the time, so I didn't know you had to write your return address on the letter. So I wrote this letter and I drew her fan art and stuff, and then I gave it to my gran to post a letter, and then I saw her post a letter, so it was definitely sent off with the stamp and everything.
Yeah.
But I didn't put a return address or whatever, and I didn't take a photo of the letter because I didn't have a phone to take a photo of as evidence that I'd done this. So everyone probably doesn't believe me. But then anyways, I gave her this idea for a story, and then lo and behold, the next book she published it. I can't remember what it was called. I just remember it was purple or something. It was the plot of the book was exactly the plot I had described.
Suspicious.
In my letter.
Suspicious. We're not making any objective claims.
Yeah.
We're just sharing
These are all
personal
theories.
Experiences.
Yes, we're not slandering anyone, but yeah.
Right. Should we get Fifth Harmony in?
Oh, you're not going to say your dream job?
My dream job. Oh,
okay.
My dream job.
Yeah, you just said writer and I interrupted you, sorry. Okay,
yeah, you did.
Sorry.
Unbelievable.
I will not... Okay, yeah, you say your dream job and then we'll Fifth Harmony up.
Yeah, no, I was really interested in writing for ages. Then I had a phase like you of I want to make films and I want to be I want to be the writer, I want to be the director.
Yeah,
I want to be
me.
I want to do everything.
I want to do everything because no one else is going to do it correctly.
That's how I feel about everything in life.
Yeah.
I want to do everything and no one else can do it properly. And if anyone does it, if anyone else does it, it's not going to be good enough. But I've realised that's not a particularly realistic dream now.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
So those ideas stay in my head. Those are my Okay, I'm going to say something. I don't know if this is going to sound insane, but
I was going to say, I hope this doesn't sound offensive. I was like, what the hell are you going to say? Okay.
It's those sort of ideas for films. I obviously, realistically, I know I'm not going to make those films now. So what I use them for is dream prompts when I go to sleep. When I go to sleep, I'll sit down. I'll get one of these many ideas in my head. I'll start just imagining it, and I'll drift off to sleep, and that becomes
That's not insane. I'm pretty sure everyone ever does that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm not insane. Thank the Lord. Right. Next song. It's been a while since we played this song.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll play the next song. Okay. Well, the next song is a suggestion from a bunch of my friends because we were lacking in music for this episode. So on Sunday, I asked them, "Oh my god, guys, give me some work songs." So this is one of the suggestions. It is "Work From Home" by Fifth Harmony. That was Work From Home by Fifth Harmony. So, our next segment, Reuben says he's got a story to share with the class.
The story to share with the class? Yes, because the topic of this episode is jobs. Mm-hmm. I went for a job interview yesterday. I won't disclose the name of the company.
Yeah.
But it was something, it's a pretty big deal.
I don't know why we're laughing. Okay,
I don't know why we're laughing.
So
I got up at 5 o'clock, crack of dawn.
Oh, that's disgusting. Sorry.
I know. I hate it. Got myself ready and stuff. I soldiered on. Made my way down to the university station. I was going to Bristol. And, one thing that you probably know about me, the listeners may know about me, is I'm chronically on time early to everything. Right. So I was at the university station. And, it's commuting time. So I thought, well, I'll just get, which is what I normally do, I get to like the station early, so I thought I'll just get an early train. They're all going to the same place. Turns out that when you're not going to New Street, all of the trains don't go all to the same place. I was trying to get to Cheltenham Spa to change. Not all the trains go there. So I got on the wrong train.
Yeah.
Realised I was on the wrong train.
Okay.
So I had to get off at New Street.
Yeah.
Crisis, panic.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you cried.
I nearly did, but then I realised I'm in Birmingham New Street.
Okay.
I'm in Grand Central Station. I can't...
Yeah, you're in the Big Apple of Birmingham.
I'm in the Big Apple. If I start crying, I'm like, some school kids are going to walk past me and just like... make it even worse. So I thought, right, what can I do? And then I thought, okay, there's a train going to Plymouth which stops at Bristol, where I need to go. Brilliant. Got my ticket. It is delayed indefinitely. so I thought, what am I going to do now? So I had to go back to the uni station and get another train from there. I was late to my job interview, which is the cardinal sin of job interviews. But other than that, it went pretty well. I was pretty knackered, though. I had a good sleep last night. I don't think I recovered, though, because I accidentally sprayed myself with Febreze this morning instead of deodorant.
Wait, you used Febreze spray as deodorant?
I didn't mean to. It's just, I thought I'd, recovered. I thought I'd slept well, but evidently not. It's body spray, and I plucked the Febreze, and I sprayed it, and I was like, hang on a minute.
Why is your Febreze even on the same table as your deodorant?
Because I have on my shelf... roll on, spray, Febreze.
What?
I just picked up the wrong thing.
Oh my god, I did that in Audi. Basically, I was testing out air fresheners because my housemates usually buy the really expensive stuff, like the Glade or whatever.
Yeah.
And then so I wanted to buy, so I went to Audi to buy some air freshener. Obviously, they don't have Glade. They have their knockoffs. So I wanted to sniff all of them to see which one was the closest smell. And then basically the Audi bottles are really weird. They don't have, you know how normally the nozzle is horizontal and it will spray out.
Yes.
The Audi ones, the nozzle is on the top and it sprays up. So I sprayed it, and then it went in my eyes, and so I was temporarily blinded in Audi, and then I was just sort of standing, and a bunch of people had seen me do this, because obviously when you spray like that, air freshener, it has the cloud.
Yeah.
So then everyone just saw this a volcano erupting and going in my face. And then,
did anyone ask if you're okay?
No, it's Birmingham. Why would they ask me if I was?
No, that's good. I hate it when I feel
that's good.
That's the most mortifying thing when someone you do something embarrassing and someone goodwill asks if you're okay.
How's that embarrassing? I find that considerate. I think, wow, I thought I'd lost hope in humanity.
I would rather live in a pretend world where I think that nobody noticed than someone ask if I'm okay. It's happened in primary school once. I was it's the part where I have to admit that I used to at lunchtime in primary school. I just used to walk around on my own pretending to be Mario. I was doing that, and I was just in my own head, and I was skipping and jumping as Super Mario does, and I was just walking in the general direction of a teacher, and I just tripped over, and she was like, "Oh, Reuben, are you okay?" And then it was at that point I decided I needed to make some friends.
Yeah.
Should we move on to listener suggestions?
Yes.
We asked the listeners for their dream jobs.
We asked our 25 followers.
We asked our 25 followers for their dream jobs, and the listeners have gone wild. They've been having fun, partying. They've been doing anything but replying to us.
Even after I tell people to reply, Tish, I told you to answer our story.
Do you want to read out the two listener responses we got?
Okay, so our first listener response says, used to be chef, now it's maybe animation. Sheffield. Anyway, chef, I admire a lot. I think it takes a lot of skill, a lot of caliber to be a chef. I've watched Master the Chef. I should know.
Oh, so you're qualified.
I'm qualified
You've watched Ratatouille, you've watched
I know what
Chef.
chefs do.
You know the kind of rat commandeering they go through.
Rat commandeering? Wait, what?
In Ratatouille, when little
in Ratatouille. I thought you meant in MasterChef, and I was like, what rats are in MasterChef?
Have you not seen MasterChef Rat Edition?
No. No, because chefs, they could just look at food and be like, I know what to do with it, and then just remix something. Like, that is an admirable skill to have.
Yeah.
Animation is equally as good because, once again, it follows the same principle where you think of something and you can just make it.
In fact, it follows, like, the 7 principles of animation. I don't know what they are. I know there's
I didn't know there was some.
There's like it's either 7 or 12. There's some.
I mean,
number.
12 is agile programming.
Yeah. There's some number of principles of animation where
Yeah.
it's like squash and stretch and.
Oh.
I used to want to be an animator. That was another of my like childhood dream jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Next listener suggestion.
Okay, next listener suggestion: programmer working on licensed kids browser games. See, when I first read this, I thought it said kids Bowser games, and I was like, why Bowser in particular? Like, what drew you to Bowser?
They should do a Bowser game though. They should give Bowser.
Well, like Bowserware. Like, instead of WarioWare, it's like Bowser Bear or something.
Bowser Bear, Build a Bear.
Yeah.
Then they should do it, and it's like from the perspective of Bowser, and he's trying to
Be a loving father to his children.
What? It's like a visual novel.
Yeah, it's like the KFC game. Do you know about the KFC game?
Yeah.
Yeah, the like KFC dating sim.
With Bowser dating sim.
Oh my god, that would be really good because technically he's like a single dad of like 7.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would actually be a really good game.
Aren't they like adopt? Well, I don't know.
So Bowser Jr. is his official kid from some unknown marriage or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the others are just adopted like Coopers.
Right.
So yeah.
There you go. And who says we don't teach you stuff here
Yeah.
on Discount Discourse?
Here's some Barrow. I meant Bowser, and then I also said Mario. Okay. Here's some Bowser Mario lore.
Yeah. There you go. And I thought that would be coming from me. If anyone on this show was going to share Mario lore, I thought that would be from me, but it was from you.
Wow, yeah, I'm so well versed.
Right. Should we stick some more music on?
Let's stick some more sick tracks.
So I've decided. You remember a couple of episodes back, I introduced a feature that we sort of called "Reuben Plays a Song That Isn't like that related to the subject at hand."
Yeah.
But I really like the song, and it is kind of to do with the subject. The subject is jobs. This song kind of it's about like like the monotony of life and like finding yourself, that sort of thing. It's from a band that I really like. You might not know, ELO. Don't think I've ever said that on the show before. This is The Diary of Horace Wimp. Enjoy.
It's not a Wimpy Kid reference.
That was The Diary of Horace Wimp.
Not The Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Not The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Diary of Horace Wimp by the Electric Light Orchestra, ELO.
Did you ever like read those Diary of a Wimpy Kid like not spin-offs, but like basically? So I used to read this book series. It's called Diary of a Wimpy Vampire, and it was like basically it was about some like vampire, and it was just like it wasn't a spin-off. It wasn't like ripping off. Diary
It sounds
of a Wimpy
like
Kid.
a rip-off.
No, only the title was a rip-off. Other than that, it was just about this like really like kind of sociopathic like vampire guy who was like a loser. And
Which is pretty much Diary of a Wimpy Kid, except the vampire part, right?
Yeah, except it didn't follow the plot. I think it was basically imagine if Greg was a vampire. And then that was basically it. And it was like a teenage book as well, so then that made it like more extreme.
Yeah, but the Diary of a Wimpy Kid kind of spawned like loads of those like diary of
I don't know. I'd argue because like there was Dork Diaries, there was Dear Dumb Diaries, there was Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
What else was there? Like I feel like only the vampire one is the only one I can think of that's like specifically a result of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
But like diary books have existed since the dawn of diaries.
Yeah. Since the dawn of diaries.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't have existed before diaries were invented, so
Yeah.
it had to be since the dawn of diaries.
Right, shall we talk about first jobs? First ever jobs.
Yes. Who wants to go first?
You go first.
Fine. Okay.
Right? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, me asking you to go first was me suggesting.
If you're gonna take it that badly, then don't ask.
Okay. It's more that I've only had like 2 jobs ever. So my first job I got in summer of year 13. It was because after a failure of summer of year 12, getting all 0 jobs or rejections,
Yeah.
or no responses or whatever. Summer of year 13, I did some networking during year 13.
Your neck? What? Neck work? You did some work on your neck?
No, yeah, I did some work. So I did some networking throughout year 13, and I secured a job for summer, and it was a Minecraft coding camp where I started off doing online classes where you would teach kids, usually American kids because of the timing, Minecraft, how to like code in Minecraft, not just play Minecraft. They all knew how to play Minecraft, but they couldn't code or whatever. Anyways.
But you weren't like, you never played Minecraft though. You weren't a Minecraft
See, that's the
kid.
thing. I'd never played I played it once because in the music room, there were like computers in the music room for people who wanted to do digital music, and they had Minecraft on there. So instead of doing the music lesson, me and my friend played Minecraft.
That shocks me because as like a fellow chronically online, like chronically indoors child, I spent so much time playing Minecraft.
But that's because I'm not a gamer. That's the thing. So I was chronically online. I was watching Let's Plays. I wasn't playing because I prefer to backseat game. I don't because like playing the game you have to like learn all the controls or whatever. I prefer like getting my brother to play the game and I just tell him what to do. Like the only games I think I've actually played for myself is like Mario because that's 2-player.
Yeah.
And like every other Mario adjacent games like Mario Kart or whatever.
Yeah.
I played all the DS games I had to play. I couldn't like just
had to play. Who was like forcing you?
No, well, it was more than the DSi that I got was my birthday present that I had asked for because I wanted it.
Oh, okay. So you had like a moral obligation to play.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, well, I wanted to play it because I asked for it for my birthday, so obviously I wanted to play it.
Yeah.
And then like on the Wii or whatever. Did I play any Wii games? Yeah, I did like Wii Sports because all the multiplayer games I would play.
Love Wii
because
Sports.
because I was playing against my brother and like beating him, obviously. And then Chase, I think Lego City Chase Undercover is the only solo game I've ever played.
You always talk about
because it's my favourite Switch game.
Yeah, because it's the only Switch game you've played.
It's not the only Switch game I played. I've watched my brother play Legend of Zelda. I've played Mario on the Switch. I've played Mario Kart on the Switch.
Yeah.
I've played Go Vacation on the Switch.
Yeah.
I played many a game.
Yeah, Go Vacation's a very good game.
Go Vacation is the Nintendo Switch sports that the world deserves.
That was one of my like childhood games. That was like me as like a lonely child when we had like all like the neighbor kids round and stuff, and I actually had friends. We'd all sit and play Go Vacation, and we do the thing, you know, when you can like make your house and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
when you said lonely child, it reminded me of that Arthur clip. Have you seen it? Where like DW basically it's like a sports day, and the DW goes to Arthur. Oh my god, a lonely child race. That's where you belong. And then Arthur goes, DW, that doesn't say lonely child, that says only child, and that's what you're gonna be when I'm done with you. Or something.
Oh my God.
Anyway, sorry.
I love Arthur. Have you seen the clip where he punches DW?
Have I seen that? I'm pretty sure everyone on the planet has seen that clip when like DW breaks his airplane, which honestly deserved. If I was Arthur in that situation, I would have beaten up DW.
Yeah, Arthur has a lot of patience.
See, yeah, I see a lot of myself in Arthur because he also wants to beat up his sister any chance he gets. Okay.
What's this about Arthur's nose?
Oh my god, I wrote this the other day. Oh, that's okay. Basically, fun fact, actually, really, really sad fact.
I think I know actually.
You knows actually.
Nobody knows. I think I know the fact that you're going to share.
Okay.
But carry on. Go for it.
Yeah. So the original, because Arthur was based off a book series. So the first, and you might not know this, guys, but Arthur is actually an aardvark or like an ant eater or something. Well, I'm pretty sure he's an aardvark.
He's an aardvark.
Anyway,
hence the name Arthur.
Yeah, and then you lovely listeners might be thinking to yourself, hold on, he don't look like an aardvark. He looks like a rat or something, like a mouse.
Doesn't look like a rat. Mr. Ratburn.
He doesn't look like. He looks like.
He looks like
a capybara or something.
Yeah.
Like he's not an aardvark. Well, in the original first issue of the books, Arthur, in the first book they wrote, he looked like an actual aardvark, like with the long nose or whatever. And then in the second book of the series, he has his recognizable Arthur face that we all know and love.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, the first book is called Arthur's Nose, and it's about his like insecurity.
Yeah, because he's like insecure about his nose, and he's like, "Oh my god, I've got the longest nose out of everyone," because there's no elephants in their universe. Or something.
And then, so somewhere in between those books,
he suffered like a Kylie Jenner plastic surgery crisis.
If you're wondering why Sharm just burst out laughing, it's because she's been toying with a pen whilst we've been talking, and like the top's just like flung.
That wasn't a top. That was a hairband I found.
Oh.
It was just on the table.
A hairband has been flung off into the corner of the room.
Yeah, I mean, it's not mine, so whoever it is, sorry about that.
What were we talking about before? We were talking about Arthur.
It's plastic surgery.
Before we were talking about Arthur and his plastic surgery.
Yeah, so in between issue 1 of him having nose insecurities and issue 2 about whatever, he got plastic surgery.
He caved. And that's the modern Instagram reality.
Yeah, Kylie Jenner got inspired by Arthur, the aardvark.
Yeah, tragic.
Yeah, what's...
Next on the agenda. music.
No, I thought we would do first jobs.
Oh, first jobs. I totally forgot that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because we started talking about Arthur.
Oh, wait, can I just say basically, a funny story that happened on my Minecraft. Okay, 2 funny stories happened. First of all, I was showcasing my Minecraft, because I've never played Minecraft or whatever, but then obviously I had to teach these kids how to code.
Yeah.
So I would have to practice playing Minecraft in my spare time as well, my job. Unpaid.
Yeah.
Well, the job was paid, but me practicing Minecraft
being
was
unpaid playing Minecraft. What a
I know.
terrible fate.
Well, how horrible to spend my evenings. Anyway, so I showcased my code to Reuben and a fellow friend, Rob. So, and like I was screen sharing this on like the TV or whatever, and then we decided to code some like massive like TNT code where it would like automatically place TNT and it would like blow up. And then basically, my Minecraft server crashed, and then we thought, oh, it would be fine if we turn it off and like whatever. So we turned it off. They left, and then like I didn't go on Minecraft until like before the lesson, and I like had to set up. Lo and behold, Minecraft doesn't load. They basically crashed my version of the Minecraft education app. And then, so I was, like, calling my supervisor person, panicking. I was like, oh, my God, Minecraft doesn't work. And then, I managed to fix it by just, like, deleting the app and then re-downloading it.
Those kids got their education.
They got their Minecraft education. Yeah. Okay, your first job.
My first job was, also the summer of year 13, a lovely little shop called It's a Gift. A sort of gift shop selling, I don't want to say tat, but like sort of miscellaneous...
Tit for tat.
Miscellaneous items. You know, they had, cards.
Yeah.
A gift shop seems like, it's an umbrella term, but it was just like random stuff. So did my little interview there. I was the only sort of staff member below, I think, the age of about 50. But it was nice. They were all very lovely. First day on the job, I was just, I wasn't working at the till at that point. I was just, stocking shelves, hoovering, all the menial jobs. Mm-hmm. And they said, okay, so down that set of stairs is the basement, which has been chained off for like 20 years. No one goes in the basement. It's dark. Just stay away from the basement. End of the day, my job is to just, hoover, clean up the shop. I whip the hoover out and I drop it down the basement stairs. It tumbles. Henry the Hoover tumbles down into like the basement that no one's been in about 30 years. Had to like crawl, like go between the chains, like, and it was actually like it was something out of
Indiana Jones.
Something, I had to crawl down there, and then I think they probably thought, what was all that noise? But
what was all the hullabaloo?
What was all the hullabaloo?
Yeah.
But nice little job. I kind of would have preferred, I think, the Minecraft. We should have swapped.
Yeah, I would have loved working in a shop with. I really want to do retail. I really want to work a retail job.
Those are the words of someone who has never done a retail job before.
No, but I feel like I'd really like doing retail and like talking to people. And no, my dream job back in like year 12 when I was like looking for jobs all of summer, Subway. I really want to be a Subway artist because I like making sandwiches. So I feel like making other people's sandwiches would be so fun.
Would you go back to Subway artist?
That's what they're called, Subway artists. That's the name of the job.
Oh, that's so depressing.
Obviously, when I researched it because I wanted to work at Subway, I had to learn the terms.
The terminology.
Yeah, the terminology. A Subway artist is what they're called. Because they're artists. They're like designing... Well, you design the food and they create the food for you.
No, they're like underpaid workers.
But like as someone in year 12 with no job at that point, like anything would have been great.
Yeah.
But fair. I really want to be a Subway artist and like make people sandwiches.
Speaking of Subway... I can't think of a transition. I was going to come up on the fly with some kind of transition between...
I was going to say, we're not playing the Subway theme song next. Subway Surfers or whatever.
The Subway Surfers music.
Yeah.
The next song we have coming up is Please Mr. Postman. Maybe the postman's delivering a Subway sandwich. I don't know.
Does Subway even do delivery? Who knows?
I don't.
Well, yeah, this is Please Mr. Postman by The Marvelettes.
Or maybe it isn't, because I just pressed play and then the song disappeared from the queue. What? I pressed...
yeah, okay.
So I'm going to have to... Let me see if I can...
It's fine, we can play the song after.
Hold on, I might be able to do this. I can drag Sorry about the technical difficulties here. If I drag that in and press play now.
So that was Please Mr. Postman. Yeah, let's not ban Postman.
Let's not ban the postal services. They're great. There's aside from Postman Pat, who I've made my opinions about clear.
I like Postman Pat. I haven't seen the movie that Kim Kardashian is.
What was your favourite, like, childhood shows?
Oh my god, I watched too much. I liked Rory the racing car. I liked Fifi the flower. Wait, what childhood? Not what childhood. How old are we talking about?
That's sad. Because, what childhood? I didn't have a childhood.
Yeah, what age are we talking about?
Let's go age range, about, 8 years old.
Oh, 8 years old. Oh my god, basically. So if you went on iPlayer back in the day, around like that time, like 2010 or whatever.
2011, 12, I guess.
No, but like just in those years in general, basically, if you went on iPlayer, so I was obviously watching CBeebies or whatever, so I'd go on iPlayer to like play all the I'd go on the CBeebies website to play the like Charlie and Lola butterfly game and like the Mr. Tumble RPG they had. I'm not even kidding, it was so good. They had like a whole thing where like, so you drew your character at the beginning, and then that character was playing in like role-playing scenarios with Mr. Tumble, and there was like a whole fantasy thing, and it was like really sick. Anyway,
it was like a self-insert like.
It was like a self-insert Mr. Tumble RPG.
Oh my gosh.
It was really good. Anyways, so obviously I'd go on the computer, blah blah blah, to play those games, and then I'd click on iPlayer to like rewatch episodes of whatever.
Mr. Tumble.
Mr. Tumble, like something special.
You woke up. You started consuming Mr. Tumble.
Oh my god, I was so obsessed with something special. I thought I could speak sign language fluently just because I like copied him or whatever.
What did that actually consist of? Because I remember
it was about the show was about highlighting like special needs people and like teaching like regular kids sign language as well.
That's nice.
Which it's a nice thing. But I was really obsessed with like just in time and like all that stuff. Anyways, so I'd go on CBeebies to like rewatch whatever was on CBeebies at the time, and then there was a little section and it was like, are you 7+? If you're 7+, why don't you try CBBC? So basically, I was like really adamant. I was like, I'm not going to watch CBBC until I'm age 7.
Oh come on, that's the BBC telling you you're too old for this. Like that's the BBC.
No, I still watched CBeebies after I was 7.
Yeah.
But I didn't start watching CBBC until I was 7, basically. Because I was like, oh my god, the BBC's like, you can't... Well, I didn't know what the BBC was. I was like, oh my god, the CBeebies website has said I can't go on CBBC until I'm 7. Yeah. So, like, I waited till I was 7.
Aw.
And then that's when I started watching CBBC. And then obviously my brother, who's 2 years younger than me, he was 5, and he had to watch whatever I wanted to watch because like I was older, so I could take the remote from him or whatever. So then like he was watching CBBC at the same time I was at age 5. So like obviously I was like, oh, you're not allowed, you can't do that. But like, what was I gonna do? Like kick him out? But yeah, so we would watch that's like around 8 was like 7, 8 was when I started watching CBBC, and then I was like obsessed with like MI High. Ooglies, like Splat-A-Lot, Dick and Dom stuff in general. Like, what else is on the channel? Wizards versus Aliens. That was a pretty
Wizards
good one.
versus Aliens?
Yeah, it was about this boy, and then he went into his cupboard under the stairs, and then it was like there was like a portal or something to like aliens and stuff, and then the boy found out he was a wizard, and he found out that there was this whole secret war about wizards like fighting aliens, and then he was like the like chosen one or whatever. It was really sick. There was also My Monsters and Me, which was about this boy who had like he had these massive monsters that lived under his sofa, and like they were like in like 10-foot tall like costumes and stuff, and they were doing stuff together.
I used to like Roy, the cartoon Roy. Do you remember?
Oh, I really liked Roy. It reminded me of Flat Stanley for some reason.
Well, I can tell you said for some reason. I can tell you the reason because they were both totally flat children.
Oh yeah,
that's the major reason.
Well, technically, the whole point of Roy was that he was an animation as opposed to flat. Whereas
I think he's 2D though, isn't he? Still, like.
I mean, he's 2D, but like his whole shtick wasn't being 2D; it was being a cartoon.
Yeah, I used to like that. That was good. Yeah. That was good quality programming.
Young Dracula.
Oh, Young Dracula.
Oh, I was obsessed with Young Dracula. I watched all of... Oh, no, don't even get me started on The Next Step.
Don't get me
started. I love The Next Step. I still watch it to this day.
I hated The Next Step.
I'm caught up. I'm waiting for season 9.
The Next Step, when... I would religiously watch CBBC, but when The Next Step came on, that was my cue to turn the channel over to like, I would literally watch anything but The Next Step. I would turn it over to like Challenge and watch like reruns of Bullseye. Instead.
Oh my god, I used to watch reruns of Gladiator.
I tell you what I used to like, Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah, that's a good
show.
one.
Good show.
What else? Horrible Histories, that's a classic.
Good show.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the whole of the United Kingdom has watched Horrible Histories.
Yeah.
Like, that's a given. Yeah, The Next Step. And I watched the spin-off of The Next Step.
Oh, they made a spin-off. What?
Oh, it's called Lost and Found, and it's set because
Sounds
obviously
even worse.
the Next Step studio rents a studio space in this one massive building.
Yeah.
So in the studio above them, it was rented by a music studio, and then James from The Next Step was in a band, and then they did a backdoor pilot for the Lost and Found show.
Oh, within The Next Step.
Because James left and he was joined this band, and it was so
This
good.
sounds like the worst.
It's a connected
show
universe. It's amazing.
ever. The NSC.
The TNSCU.
TNSCU.
It's incredible
It
stuff.
sounds dreadful. It sounds like...
Introduction to connected universe world building.
Yeah, there you go. And it was through the worst show on
The
British
best
TV.
on British television. Okay.
Right. We've only got time. I think we play this and then we've probably got to scoot. Green Green Grass by George Ezra. I don't like this song. And I'll tell
Wait,
you
say
what,
your story before we play the song.
I don't have much of a story. I want to tell you why I don't like this song. This was when, in that summer, when I was working at the little gift shop, and I was also on the side. It's on the side. It sounds like a side hustle.
I was gonna say.
volunteering at Mind charity shop.
Yeah.
And both of those institutions were exclusively allowed to play Heart Radio and
My
nothing
uncle really likes Heart Radio.
else. Well, yeah, because he's like the prime demographic.
My uncle's like 40.
Yeah, precisely.
Right,
and
yeah.
it would, oh my God, it was the summer of George Ezra's Green Green Grass. They would play
By
that.
the summer, that was like that was last summer, basically.
Exactly. Which is the summer of year 13,
yeah,
which
never
is the summer I'm
mind.
talking
Oh my
about.
God, that's really weird to think about. Okay, yeah, sorry.
I know,
Anyways.
that's weird, isn't it? They would play that, and Harry Styles, as it was big at the time as well.
Sorry, Harry Stylinators. I don't like him, but
Yeah, no, it was just, I'd heard that song so many times, I got sick of it. So now I'm like propagating the curse. I'm passing it on to all of the listeners. Do you have any last words?
last words. I'm not dying tonight. Last words. Well, we had a look. We were going to do the Super Six, and it was a really bad Super Six.
We'll do it next week when it's like different, maybe.
Yeah.
We've got the quiz next week. Yes, tune in next week. There's a quiz. It's going to be amazing.
Are we gonna have? I think we should have live. We should find a way to do live input. Maybe we'll have an Instagram live.
We should do, because it's a quiz. We should do live, like ask us anything, like
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do
So
that.
we'll use the Instagram at Discount Discourse to have an Instagram live
Yeah.
during the show.
Where you can ask us anything.
Yes.
So that is going to be great. So yeah, that's goodbye from us.
It's a bye from me.
And as I always say,
Oh, you're not going to say it's a bye from me.
no, I'm going to say what I always say, which is
Fine.
have a blessed day and let your light shine. Oh, hold on, it's done the funny thing again. It's where I've tried to press play and it's deleted the song.
Well, the content's by the Let Your Light Shine. That was basically my primary school motto. And then Reuben was like, I'm going to say that live on air tomorrow. And I was like, okay.
Oh God, this is awful. It's messed up the song queue. Right. Hopefully, if I do this, hopefully, in theory, Billy Joel should come on now. Not George Ezra. Thank the heavens. So enjoy. If this plays, this should play you out. So we'll see you next week.